to the Pioneer Sideline. It's now time that the fans have all been waiting for. It's time for the Courthouse Tavern. Case of the week, the Courthouse Tavern, located on 310 Forbes Avenue in downtown Pittsburgh. It's a crime to go anywhere else. Tonight, for the Courthouse Tavern Case of the week, we have a new crew with us, an entire new crew. John Bursick, Andrew Schacht, and Aaron Cooney with us. You two gentlemen, welcome to the Sideline.
Thank you very much.
Hey, it's no
Great to
problem.
be here.
Let's get to the matter at hand, okay? We're talking about the Penguins. They have a very good, tough division, as it is almost every year. The Penguins, the Flyers, the Rangers, the Islanders, the Devils. Some of these teams have come back and reloaded a little bit. The Flyers have added Chris Pronger. The Rangers, Marian Gaborik. The Islanders drafted Tavares. The Devils, really nothing, really, guys. John, what do you think about this division? Can the Pens win the division?
Well, as always, a very good question, Josh. And I think that they can win the division, absolutely. I mean, they're the reigning Stanley Cup champions. They can do anything, I think, that they've proved. And the one thing to remember is that they didn't lose a lot from last year. A couple pieces here and there, but ultimately nothing that couldn't have been replaced, which they did go out and replace people. So I think, yeah, they can win the division. There are some other great teams, but I think that it's possible this year.
Aaron, how do you think the Pens stack up in this division?
I think they stack up very well. You have just about every team returning from the, or every player returning from the team. Key pieces you lose are Rob Scuderi, Hal Gill. You replace him with Alex Goligoski, who played half the season last year with Gonchar with a shoulder injury, and you bring in Jay McKee, who's basically the same player as Rob Scuderi, a little bit bigger, a little bit tougher. He'll punish you in the boards.
You can't forget about Skula right now either. That was a big waiver pickup for the Penguins. Andrew, what do you think about this Penguin team trying to win this division?
Well, the only team I think that's going to really give them a problem would have to be the Flyers. The only thing that would prevent the Flyers is their goalie. Emery, he's wishy-washy. He's not going to last the whole season. Boucher is not a good backup. Let's just put it that way.
I don't think Philly's had a good goaltender since Ron Hextall back in the day. But I do like what you say about Philly. I think Chris Pronger is a huge pickup for them. Some people are on the fence about Pronger. Personally, I think it's a nice addition. John, what do you think about Pronger?
I think Pronger is a good pickup for them because their defense isn't that good to start out with. So I think you bring a guy like Pronger in who's a seasoned veteran. He's been on a couple teams here and there. He can put the puck in the net. He punishes you defensively. He can play shutdown defense. But I think the problem with Pronger is the problem with the Flyers in general is they take too many penalty minutes. I mean, Pronger's a guy who's been suspended before. He's stepped on people, done some really outlandish things on the ice. And I think that if you look at the Flyers, you look at a team that suffers because they take too many penalty minutes. I mean, even if you think back to the first round of the playoffs last year. So I think Pronger sort of hurts them there.
What do you think? How does Pronger fit inside this Philly system?
Well, it fits well. That's what they're looking for. It's a big, strong defenseman to play with Timonen. But also, you got to look at what they gave up. They give away 2 first-round draft picks. They give away also Joffrey Lupul and their first-round draft pick of last year. That's a lot to give up. And then you sign him for another 5 years, and he's going to be there until he's 40. How much does he have left in the tank?
I agree with you. They did give up a lot to get to Chris Pronger. Finally, guys, real quick, can the Penguins repeat as Stanley Cup champions? Andrew?
I really don't like to talk about that too early in the season, but I am very confident that they have a good opportunity. Playoffs, no doubt.
John?
I have to agree with Andy. I see them making the playoffs, no problem. But at the same time, I think it's too early to call. I think all the pieces are there. It's possible. But especially if you look to the West with teams like San Jose doing nothing but getting better and teams in the East with the Capitals on the rise, it's going to be hard. But, I mean, it's possible.
Aaron?
Well, with all the teams, just like you guys said, I don't want to get too early or start talking too early like this, but I do have a really good shot of repeating. You have the teams getting better, but also the Penguins are probably the best team in the league right now. There's solid right down the middle with 3 centers and probably the better goaltender in the Eastern Conference.
They're going to be playing a lot of hockey this year. Played a lot of hockey last year. We're going to see if they're going to be able to hold up. Guys, thank you. This hockey segment, I like you 3 for our hockey segment.